So I'm here at the range to test out these ProHear headsets, and we're going to see how well they work. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch a typical unboxing where I'm fumbling around unwrapping the contents of this box. Instead, let me just show you the contents of this box. These are ProHear RH08 rechargeable walkie-talkie adapters. This is designed to allow you FRS GMRS compatibility as far as wireless communication with your ProHear headsets, and these are also compatible with Howard Leight Impact Sports headsets. And I have a set of ProHear headsets with me right here, and this allows you to receive FRS GMRS communication without the need of a handset. And why this is important is because, well, if you ever used different brands of handsets, whether it is Motorola, it is a Midland, or a Baofeng, or whatever, every one of those headsets has a different headpiece adapter, earpiece adapter, and you're going to have to get an adapter for that to connect with your standard 35mm audio jack here. Well, now you don't have to get those custom adapters for your handsets. You can just get this ProHear. And this fits, as I mentioned, this fits both these ProHears as well as Howard Leight Impact Sports. And we're going to test that out in this case. Now, let's take a look at the features of this first. And what I'm seeing here is we have a lightweight polymer body that is slightly... has a slight coating perhaps, or maybe that's the finish on this. It's very matte, very satiny kind of coating. I don't know if it's been rubberized, but it feels slightly soft and rubberized. We have a very short mic boom at the end. There is a push to talk, a PTT button at the bottom of that. We have a covered silicone cover on a USB-C charging port, and that has how we recharge the unit. And just plug this in and see how, yep, we're getting a connection there. And we also have our main control buttons here. We have our mode and power button, and by pressing that for a few seconds, yep, we turn it on. You can see this already set for FRS channel 1 with a 01 subchannel, and this has the standard, those security subchannels from 1 to 99. It has two buttons for changing your volume, and this is your 3.5mm audio jack, and this plugs into your standard 3.5mm audio port. There we go. And then this clips on to the ear cup here. Now let's see, let me just unplug this first. It's probably easier to get this on. Now it doesn't really say how you get this on, and it seems kind of a little bit awkward perhaps, but what you want to do is pull this down so you have enough clearance, and then it has, we have a little bit of a claw at the bottom, so I'm presuming this, push this all the way down till it snaps in, there we go, to the edge of your ear cup at the bottom. Yeah, and this is pretty secure now. So that's one of the things I needed to do, is pull this down so we have enough clearance there. And yeah, and even it still folds pretty compact. Not as compact as when this wasn't on there, but you can see here, yeah, still pretty compact. Now, how does it fit on our Howard Leight? So let's try that out. I'm going to take this off. And let's try this out on my Howard Leights. Okay, clipping on the top, and all right, just snap that audio jack. There you go. Bob's your uncle. You've converted your electronic earmuffs into electronic walkie-talkies. So let's take this out onto the field, outdoors, and give it a field test next. Before we get started with the test, I'd just like to take a quick break here to talk about this episode's sponsor, Aura. For the cost of just a VPN, I'm getting a whole suite of security services, including $1 million in identity theft insurance, and they're even removing me from those damn data broker listings. Use my link, aura.com/moondog, and you can try them for 14 days, free. And if you use that link, you're helping to support this channel. You know, identity fraud is a real thing, and with AI, it's all too easy to spoof your identity. That's why you should try out Aura. All right, let's get back to the tests. Range, we're testing out these headphones and seeing how well we can hear. So I've walked out into the parking lot. This is roughly about 200 yards from the RSO booth, and we're going to see how well we can pick up the sound through the walkie-talkie adapter here on my headphones.
Moondog, are you there?
Go for Moondog.
Moondog, over.
Yeah, you're coming in perfect.
I'd like to thank ProHear for sending out the RH08 for me to test, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. You're still watching it at this point, probably means you liked it, so don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and notification bell buttons. They don't charge you any subscription fees to be a subscriber to this channel. It's absolutely free. And if you subscribe to my travel channel, Moondog Go, well, you're eligible to win one of these units. Simply upload a screenshot of your subscribed button at Moondog Go to my website, and you can find details at moondogindustries.com/contest. You can find a link to the actual upload page in this video's description, or you could just simply leave a comment on this video and say, I want to win at ProHear, and upload a screenshot of your comment to the same link in the video description, and you'll be entered into the contest. I'll be drawing a winner from the qualified entries at the end of July, so your chances are really good. And should you be watching this video after the contest ends, well, don't worry, you can still purchase one of these units. And if, of course, if you're still interested in picking up one of these units, you can find affiliate links in my full written review at moondogindustries.com, and you can find a link to that article in this video's description. Now, as far as my experiences with this, very positive. You don't have to deal with the cable management that you'd have if you had to connect your headset to a regular two-way radio. And the only downside of this is that you do have to take them off to be able to read the LED screens, but most of us take off our headsets during the ceasefires anyway, so that's a good opportunity then to change any menu settings or what have you. And I was able to test out the override function in terms of the frequency. I was able to hear a broadcast out on the override frequency. I just had to make sure that the sub channel was also set as well as the main channel, and I could hear that as well as the primary channel that I was communicating on without a problem. And I do like the fact that it's all in one unit. Just clip it onto your headset and you're good to go. It really adds no appreciable extra bulk or weight. It's really negligible. So yeah, great unit. Let me know what you think of having a clip-on unit. And I think the only thing I would suggest is, why not also add Bluetooth capability to this clip-on unit, maybe as a version 2.0 or 3.0 to this. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. Leave me a comment about that. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. You be safe out there. God bless. Moondog out. Hey, I'd like to know what you thought of this video. Leave me a comment or chat with me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, MeWe, Instagram, or Locals. And if you want to see all of my videos, go to moondogindustries.com.